Passing the family farm on to the next generation requires thoughtful and detailed planning on the part of the retiring producer, as well as the family member who will take the operation over. And no stone should be left unturned in that planning process. That's a message that K-State's Gregg Hadley routinely shares with production agriculture families. As an agricultural economist specializing in farm succession planning for many years, Gregg has seen firsthand the value of all parties comprehensively understanding what it takes to succeed with that transition.
When you're thinking about succession, the historic model of passing on the farm to firstborn son is over and gone. And the other reason why it's a real important topic is that a lot of people are realizing that passing on a farm is more than just passing on the assets to the next generation. It's about passing on the ability to make farm decisions. It's about passing on leadership and management to the next generation. You have the people coming out of college or coming out of industry, and they have their own dreams and aspirations about being on the farm. It gets into such family issues as, when are you going to release some of the power to me to make decisions?
As far as developing the vision for where to go with the actual succession and how to accomplish that, what sorts of elements have to go into that to make that work?
I usually put people through an exercise that talks about, what are your core values? Farming, what does that mean to you? And let everybody write down their own thoughts and things like that. And then what do you want to see accomplished with your farm? Write down some characteristics of those accomplishments. I always like to say, whoever is not at the table is at the table in a more destructive way than you can imagine. Past family issues start clouding their judgment about what's going on, and so it's really important to get everybody at the table that should be there.
It seems as if as we've discussed this topic, that the presence and the function of a third-party facilitator makes this work so much better.
It does. It really does. Having people to not tell the families what to do, but to set up a structure and to make the conversations flow more easily, keep the planning process on a strict schedule. That's a really good idea to have.
If this process is done correctly, is done sensibly, can it not actually not only address the task at hand, but reinvigorate a farm family?
One of the things that I see that is an advantage of this process, and as you said, invigorates the process, is sitting down, developing a vision and a mission that they believe in, not what the facilitator necessarily believes in, but what they believe in, suddenly gives them indicators and also a pathway of how to make the business thrive for the current generation and the next.